Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are watching Spilling the Beans with Brynit. Don't forget to have fun and like, share, and subscribe.
I'm just glad that you found out some time. I know how busy you are, but yeah, I really wanted a few
And
insights from you because I
yeah,
know that you've closely been a frontline warrior during the COVID times, and being a health professional and a doctor yourself, you yourself have undergone couple of personal health issues, right?
right,
So
right,
I really want to introduce you to the audience on the topic, which is like buzzing and booming around, and it's all about aging healthily. So first of all, I really want you
sure.
to speak to us and let us know what are the key factors for each one of us in the way how we can age healthily in the coming months or the coming years.
First of all, first I should give my introduction. This is Dr. Rachit Bhushan. I'm a diabetologist working in a government hospital in Ranchi city for the people who are going to listen this. And coming to your question, so aging is a very, very huge topic. What we see in current scenario. Everyone likes to be healthy. Everyone likes to be to look young these days. So to be very precise about it, the only thing what we witness these days is poor eating habits. That's the first cause of concern which we see in patients as well as young adults. Mostly young adults. Why I'm telling, because these days there is what we say, the times have changed where people are now opting more for foods like that are being cooked outside house, like momos, chow mein, burger, pizzas, especially children. So the intake of bad oil, bad cholesterol, what we call in clinical terms, avoidance of fruits and healthy balanced diet is a
Hmm.
main cause that people have started getting diseased, and
Hmm.
they are going through all kinds of health hazards, being
Hmm.
be it aging, be it any kind of clinical issue, be it any kind of surgical issue. So once you get into poor eating habits, you don't exercise, you eat more of bad fats, you take less of fresh vegetables and fruits, you land up into trouble.
Hmm.
And one more thing, what we see, that people don't have the practice of having more of water consumption. This is also a very, very key factor. Many of our children, even middle adolescents, they don't consume water. What they'll have a cold drink bottle, or these days I see these appetizers, or some kind of cola and everything, and they destroy the gut system entirely. So
Hmm.
that also leads to many kind of health hazards and delays your aging process.
Okay, so we spoke about water, which is a very essential part of our life because 70% of our body is
Right.
made out of water, right? So, आप मुझे just
बिल्कुल.
clarify on this कि water intake just cannot be 2 liters for everybody. For some people, it can be
No.
8 to 9 glasses in a day based on the kind of sedentary or an active lifestyle that you live and the climate also that you live, right? So, would
Right.
you like burst a little myths because there are all of these people who say कि I drink 3 liters of water, so you all should be drinking, which is just going to spoil the kidneys because it's overloading your kidneys with so much water, and sometimes your body just tells you कि I don't need that much of water intake today. So, what is your take on it?
Right. Usually, what we tell to general patients, that almost they should consume 12 glasses of water. One
Hmm.
glass is almost equivalent to 200 to 250 ml. So
Correct.
between 2.5 to 3 liters of water is enough for your body.
Hmm.
It can hydrate it well, and you don't need more amount of liquids going inside your body,
Hmm.
because overdo of everything is a problem. If you
Hmm.
burden your kidney with excessive water, then that also is a trouble. It will not be able to flush it out. It will start getting deposited into your bodies, into your systems and various organs. That also will be a trouble. And drinking less than 2 liters is also troublesome, because body has many kinds of uh, waste products, many kind of secretions are there
Yes.
inside your body, salts are there inside your body that needs to get flushed out. So
Hmm.
until and unless if you're not taking proper amount of water, flushing doesn't happen. So if flushing is not happening, salts will get deposited, and later on you come up with or you'll end up with stones, kidney stones, gallbladder stones, or any
Hmm.
kind of intestinal issues, stomach issues. So between 2.5 to 3 liters is enough. If you are living in a area where the temperature is too high, it is very hot and humid, you can take almost 3 liters of water. That's enough.
Hmm.
If you
Hmm.
live in some kind of area that is very cold and calm, so still above 2 liters is enough. So
Good.
between
Okay.
2 to 3 is maximum.
Hmm.
On an average, 12 glasses of water is enough for any kind of person, any
Now,
adult.
the follow-up question to this is electrolytes
Right.
also get flushed out in the body, right? So, do you
Yeah.
suggest that any person, at least once or twice a week, they can consume electrol with water or maybe lime and salt and sugar, or it's not required?
No, basically, if you are consuming water, it is not required that you need anything else for flushing. Yes, for any kind of weight loss programs or something like that, ORS is not at all mandatory. ORS is only given to those patients who are undergoing hypotension. If their blood pressure is going below, the systolic blood pressure is usually 120, diastolic is 80, which we consider as normal. If
Hmm.
the systolic blood pressure is around 90 or below, diastolic is below 60, then we provide some kind of uh, ORS or electrol or coconut water. But in that case, also, I prefer to go with natural things like coconut water or any kind of fresh juices, because ORS or anything that is a chemical. So
Hmm.
my suggestion to people is avoid chemicals. Even multivitamins, many people are consuming these days like they are having some kind of cookies or chocolates. So you
Correct.
should avoid any kind of medication until and unless it is suggested by a physician. If you
Hmm.
can have anything natural, you prefer that.
Hmm.
Don't go for excessive medication. Don't go for the medication if at all it is not needed. People have a habit of just popping up pills these
Popping
days.
pills.
This should not
Yeah.
happen, right?
Yes. Yes.
किसी को
Okay.
deficiency हुई, what we see these days, किसी को vitamin D deficiency हुई, अरे सर ये खा लो, they will not go in sunlight, they will
हाँ.
have pills. किसी को
हाँ.
vitamin deficiency हुई, तो they will have pills. तो
Hmm.
ये this is very dangerous.
Hmm.
और अभी तो कोविड के बाद लोग ऐसे हो गए हैं that they are eating having consuming antibiotics like what what I should not use that word also. They are just having a lame excuse. हम सब बीमार पड़े, fever हुआ, सर एजिथ्रोमाइसिन खा के आए हैं. They are not
हाँ.
understanding that they will develop resistance, and once they need these antibiotics when they are critically ill, it won't work.
Correct.
So avoid medications until unless a physician examines you and suggests you.
Yeah. Okay. So now, since we are already speaking about multivitamins
Yes.
and stuff, my question to you is, what is the right age and the right duration for a person to get health checkups and screenings?
After the age of 30, everybody should get screened for each and everything. Like these days, government is running NCD program. NCD means non-communicable diseases
Oh.
that doesn't transmit from one person to another. Like we have hypertension, diabetes. So in our hospital, this is a government hospital. So above 30, we screen everyone for blood sugar and blood pressure,
Hmm.
because above 30, the kind of stressful activities, the kind of lack of sedentary lifestyle is there, lack of exercise is there, so people are getting into that zone of diseases very early. Young adults, 30, 35, 34, 36, 38, they are getting diabetic. So we have started this. We even celebrate some few days in months as NCD days or non-communicable days, where we arrange for camps. People come here, we get them investigated. At least minimal of blood pressure and sugar is screened. Apart from that, these days, cervical cancer, many females are being screened for that. Above age of 30, government has asked us to screen people for cervical cancers also, because above 30, we need to start screening people so that at least they can be detected at an early stage and they can be put onto medications or surgical aspects and they can be cured, because once it is out of hand you cannot help them out.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
after 30 everyone should get these few basic things screened: blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, uric acid, and sometimes we even ask them for, like, many married females are getting breast lumps also. For breast lumps also and cervical cancers also, we ask them to get it screened after the age of 30.
So, why do you feel, doctor, that I mean, India is almost competing with US in becoming the national capital of cancer in the world right now, right? And India may
Yeah.
cervical cancer and breast cancer is really spreading like wildfire. And what are the top two main reasons why this is happening in women?
See, India might be progressing in few areas, but in health sector we are way, way, way behind from many countries. We don't have enough doctors. We don't have enough medical colleges. We don't have enough facilities that we can manage a disaster like COVID. We have already seen it. So we need to have that manpower and equipment first. To screen a patient, you need to have those facilities, and until those facilities are available at every small medical center, you cannot screen them. नहीं तो आजकल होता क्या है, कोई भी लोग आते हैं किसी झोला छाप या कोई क्वैक के पास जाते हैं, वहां मिसगाइड होते हैं. अभी हाल में एक पेशेंट के साथ मेरे हुआ. शी वॉज 22-year-old फीमेल, एंड उसको किसी ने बता दिया कि आपको किडनी की प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप ये हमारे अंडर में ट्रीटमेंट लो और 1 साल में आप क्योर हो जाओगे. 1 साल तक उनको बेवकूफ बनाते रहे वो लोग. And that poor girl was mentally challenged even, so she could not understand. Her parents were kind of worried about it. So after 1 year, they came to me with her thyroid issues. Hypothyroidism था उसे. तो उन्होंने कहा कि सर हम ये तो दिखाने आए हैं. So I just monitored her blood pressure. It was above 200. It was 220 by 140. सो 22 साल में ये ब्लड प्रेशर नहीं होना चाहिए किसी यंग एडल्ट में. सो आई ऑटोमेटिकली सेंट हर टू हायर सेंटर फॉर गेटिंग हर यूरिया क्रिएटिनिन व्हिच वी डू फॉर किडनी फंक्शन. That was done, and I was shocked that her creatinine level, which should have been under 1, was above 6. So I immediately consulted a nephrologist and prepared her for dialysis. But when they met the concerned physician there, uh, she said that once you should get few more tests done. So she was referred to AIMS Patna. AIMS Patna, when she reached there, she was seen by a team, and there she got to know that both her kidneys are damaged and they are non-functional. So probably I don't know how much life she has got now. So such cases make us feel that probably medical system is still lacking behind, and we need to strengthen these things from the grassroots level. So until and unless we strengthen this, we cannot fight anything. No matter how good doctors you bring, वो कहते हैं ना कि बिना आप जंग में बस ये सिर्फ लकड़ी लेकर, ये हाथ में स्टिक लेकर के नहीं लड़ाई कर सकते. यू नीड टू हैव वेपन्स, यू नीड टू हैव बुलेट्स टू फाइट इट. So all the doctors are facing these challenges at every level, be it at subcenter level, be it at super specialty level. अगर आपके पास equipments नहीं होंगे, private hospitals generally have them, but the problem is everyone cannot afford that kind of facility. So this is also a very big issue that we face these days.
Okay, so you're saying ki we'll come to the men part later, but for the women part, I
Yeah,
think most important is to get a PET scan and a pap smear test at least once a year or once in
right,
2 years. What do you
right,
suggest?
right.
Yeah.
Yes, they should get it screened.
Yeah.
Every
Hmm.
female who is above 30, who is getting having multiple children, or who is getting married very late, or who is having any kind of gynecological issues, any
Hmm.
kind of poor menstrual cycles, any kind of dysmenorrhea, which we feel as cramping pain while or any kind of severe bleed, they should immediately get screened for these things for PET
Hmm.
scan, even if they cannot have, because PET scan is not available everywhere.
Yeah.
So there, at least basic what we can tell every female, that you should yourself palpate your breast, and you should examine yourself to that if there is any kind of lump or not. You can feel it yourself. Or
Yeah.
government is running many kind of these awareness programs where people are educated, like at
Hmm.
Anganwadi levels, and we have many kind of Asha workers. We train them that doctors cannot reach everywhere. We cannot go to villages, we cannot go to Anganwadis. So we have trained workers, we train them so that people can get educated. और आजकल तो अर्बन एरियाज में भी ये सारे डेवलप हो रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ पुअर लाइफस्टाइल, पुअर ईटिंग हैबिट्स। पहले ये सब यूजुअली विलेज लेवल्स पे ज्यादा होते थे क्योंकि वहां लोगों को जानकारी नहीं रहती थी। बट अब अर्बन एरियाज में भी वी आर फाइंडिंग मेनी काइंड ऑफ ब्रेस्ट कैंसर एंड सर्वाइकल कैंसर, ये सारी चीजें मिलती हैं। तो पेट स्कैन अगर नहीं भी हो आपके पास, आप पहले तो सेल्फ एग्जामिनेशन कर सकते हो। अगर आपको कुछ भी डाउट लग रहा है, कुछ कोई सा भी लंप हो, कुछ भी ऐसा ग्रोथ हो, या एनी काइंड ऑफ कोई डिस्चार्ज हो रहा है, पेन हो रहा है ब्रेस्ट में, तो यू कैन गेट योरसेल्फ एग्जामिन्ड। अगर कोई गायनी इश्यूज हो रही है तो यू कैन मीट लोकल डॉक्टर नियर बाई। जैसे गाँव में होते हैं कि बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स गवर्नमेंट में पोस्टेड होते हैं, आप उनसे मिल सकते हो। अगर उन्हें नहीं समझ में आती, वो हायर सेंटर पे रेफर कर देते हैं। तो एटलीस्ट बेसिक लेवल पे भी आप उस चीज को हैंडल कर सकते हैं। प्रोबेबली यू आर अवेयर अबाउट। लोग अवेयर ही नहीं होते, बहुत लोग ऐसे होते हैं, अरे कुछ है, अरे ठीक है वो ठीक हो जाएगा, कुछ एंटीबायोटिक ले लो ठीक हो जाएगा, पेन किलर ले लो ठीक हो जाएगा। यू आर सप्रेसिंग योर प्रॉब्लम्स एंड लेटर ऑन इट कम्स एज समथिंग डिजास्टर्स।
Yeah.
So you should
Also,
never
doctor.
avoid these things.
Yeah. Also, what I have been seeing and reading a lot is that a lot of women are experiencing menopausal symptoms quite early, and it's not good, right? I mean, what is your take on this? Because जहाँ तक मुझे पता है, like the generation above us, perimenopausal तो 42 43 के बाद शुरू होता था, अभी तो 35 36 में
Right.
शुरू हो रहा है. So, like, what is the
बिल्कुल।
one health hack that women can, be completely sure about in order to delay menopausal symptoms?
See, the only way you can keep yourself fit is exercise.
Hmm.
99% of women do not follow any kind of basic exercise routine also.
Hmm.
99%.
Hmm.
I think hardly 1% females follow it.
Hmm.
Because उनको लगता है ना हम घर का काम करें। इवन मेरे घर में भी है, माई मदर, माई आंट्स, नो बडी, उनको कह भी लो कि थोड़ा आप वॉक कर लो, नहीं घर में इतना काम कर लेते, झाड़ू लगा लेते, पोछा लगा लेते, कुकिंग कर लेते, सब तो काम ही है। यू नीड टू टेक 1 hour टाइम डेली फॉर योर ओन बॉडी। until you do that, nothing is going to help. आप अगर बॉडी को फिट नहीं रखते हो, बेसिकली ये सारे प्रॉब्लम क्यों होते हैं? यू लैक ऑक्सीजन, बॉडी में ऑक्सीजन इनटेक कम होती है। आप ऐसी पोल्यूटेड एनवायरनमेंट में रह रहे हैं, कितने सारे मिक्सचर ऑफ गैसेस बाहर आ रहे हैं, सल्फर है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, दैट यू आर इनहेलिंग। तो अंटिल यू हैव फ्रेश ऑक्सीजन दैट इज हेल्पिंग योर सेल्स टू रिजुविनेट, तो आप वो तो कर नहीं रहे हो, एक्सरसाइज कर नहीं रहे हो कि आपका ब्लड फ्लो, ब्लड रश बढ़े, जो भी हार्मफुल टॉक्सिन्स है वो वॉश आउट हो, वाटर ले नहीं रहे हैं। डाइट हैबिट्स भी वैसे ही है, वेजिटेबल फ्रूट्स तो ऑलमोस्ट 3 to 4 days हो गया तो बहुत हो गया। 3 days यू नीड नॉन वेज एंड फैटी फूड, तो उससे तो प्रॉब्लम बढ़ेंगी ही बढ़ेंगी। योर ओवरीज वोंट फंक्शन प्रॉपरली देन, योर यूट्रस इज नॉट फंक्शनिंग प्रॉपरली देन। तो ये सारे गायनेकोलॉजिकल इश्यू स्टार्ट होंगे. एंड स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी इज मिनिमम.
Yeah.
आप अगर स्पोर्ट्स में भी इंडल्ज करते हो, यूजुअली व्हाट वी सजेस्ट टू पीपल नो, कि आप यंग बच्चों को देखो, वो बीमार क्यों नहीं पड़ते हैं. वो इतनी बारिश में भी खेलेंगे, दे विल नेवर फॉल इल, रेयरली दे विल फॉल इल. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे डोंट स्टॉप, दे विल कीप मूविंग. आजकल के बच्चे बीमार क्यों पड़ते हैं? बिकॉज दे हैव टैब, दे हैव फोन्स, दे हैव मोबाइल, दे हैव टीवी. सो दे विल सिट ऑन द काउच फॉर आवर्स एंड दे विल लैंड अप इनटू डिजीजेस. अभी मेरे हॉस्पिटल में बच्चे कुछ आते हैं, उनके पावर देख करके मुझे हैरानी होती है. 4, 5 माइनस सिलेंड्रिकल क्लासेस लग रहे हैं बच्चों को. तो हैबिट तो पेरेंट्स ही दे रहे हैं ना. अच्छा, बच्चा खाना नहीं खा रहा है, मोबाइल दे दो. अच्छा, ये होम बात नहीं सुन रहा है, मोबाइल दे दो. सो यू आर इनवाइटिंग ट्रबल. द मोर यू गेट डिपेंडेंट ऑन सच काइंड ऑफ गैजेट्स, the more you get dependent on comfort, you will land up into diseases. People don't use cycles these days. They will have luxurious cars. मतलब दिन भर आप कार चलाओगे और लास्ट 1 घंटा आप जिम जाओगे. व्हाट इज द यूज? उससे अच्छा आप पहले ही अपने से वो अपना लाइफ स्टाइल चेंज कर लीजिए, हैबिट चेंज कर लो. एंड फूड में भी ठीक है, नॉनवेज एंड एवरीथिंग, एवरीबॉडी लाइक्स सम काइंड ऑफ टेस्टी फूड. इवन वी हैव टेस्टी फूड एट टाइम, but not always. You need to check yourself some way. 1 or 2 days is fine, but maximum time आप जब वैसी फूड कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं, you should work out more and be dependent more on fruits and vegetables. That will help you out. So that will keep you disease free.
Now, my most favorite topic is importance of good sleep. And let me admit to you first, in spite of following a regime, सब सारे tick marks है boxes में. I myself have
Hmm.
good days and bad days of sleep. So I really want you to focus a little extra on this topic because including me, I know that there are sections of people which you can compartmentalize that they don't live a healthy lifestyle and yet they have sleep issues. And then there are people who do live a healthy lifestyle. Maybe stress is here and there, but still there are sleep issues. So, what is the main concern about this?
Sleep is a very small thing in people's when we have a conversation with people, they don't pay much importance to such topics. अरे sleep क्या है, सोना ठीक है, कल नहीं सोया, 1-2 दिन में ठीक हो जाएगा. They don't understand that sleep is very very important, because that is the time your body when goes into rest, it it is kind of like you charge your mobile phone, right? Same way sleep is charging your body. If you don't sleep, your body is not getting charged. So sleep is very very important for your cells, for your tissues, for your organs to rejuvenate. If you don't sleep at least 6 hours at night, you will have all kind of mental issues as well as physical issues, both. I myself have faced a problem. I think when I was working in Medanta then, and while I was working there, I joined one more hospital. So 3 days I was working in Medanta, where 2 days I was on night duties, and then 2 to 3 days I was working in another hospital to make more money. Initially, when we don't realize as a person that we can put our health at stake, we just go run after money. So I was working in both hospitals, and all night what I was doing, because patients were usually coming, so we used to stay awake. We used our mobile phones all night. So I used to keep my mobile phone. I used to keep playing games, Ludo hua ya chess hua, to just stay awake. What happened after 15 days, when I was on an off day at my home, I lost my sleep. And that is a very, very common term which we call as insomnia, which many people might have heard. That it is
Hmm.
called loss of sleep.
Hmm.
So जब इंसोमिया मुझे स्टार्ट हुआ, तो एक पूरी नाइट में सोया नहीं. फिर अगले दिन मेरी ड्यूटी थी, नाइट ड्यूटी, फिर वही पूरी रात नहीं सोया. फिर थर्ड डे नाइट ड्यूटी, पूरी रात नहीं सोया. देन अगेन ऑफ डे, आई डिड नॉट स्लीप एट होम. Then again, I was working 2 days at night duty, another hospital. So 7 days, I had no sleep at all for a minute. So then I was getting palpitations. I was having all kind of this health issues started
Yes.
with me. I was getting irritated. I was not having sleep. I was looking drowsy whole day. So I took leave for 2 3 days. Then I visited a eye specialist. Someone said that there may be some issue with eye. My eye was fine. Then I visited a neurologist. He said your neurological problems are also not there. So
Hmm.
I came back to the same place that nothing was happening. Then again, I started my duties 5 days, 7 days, again no sleep. Then I was a bit worried that what it is, I am not getting it. I had discussion with my parents. They said, "नहीं नहीं ठीक हो जाएगा." Everyone was very casual about it. Very very casual. Even doctor fraternity, they were not able to catch hold of that word insomnia. So I started reading about it. That why you don't get sleep at night. Then there were a few professors in naturopath. I consulted them that this is the thing I am having insomnia. So they gave me few things कि आप ये try करो ये try नहीं. Nothing works in my favor. 21 days I did not sleep. Now
My
you can
God.
imagine 21 days of no sleep and still you are working and
Yeah.
working on patients that are critically ill. So
Correct.
that was another concern. So after 21 days, I resigned from both hospitals. I was at my peak of my career then. I resigned from both hospitals, took leave, took time out for myself, and whole day what I used to do, I realized what problem actually was. Whole
Yeah.
night I was on my mobile phone, so eyes were getting messages that okay, you are watching a mobile, it is daytime, I should stay awake. Brain has its separate clock system, its circadian rhythm, where it says it is sleep time, you should sleep. So probably the neurotransmitters and neurons are getting confused that it is daytime or it is night time, and slowly they stopped working, and I landed in this kind of insomnia. So I removed my mobile phone, switched off all the Wi-Fi network I had around me at 8:30 at night. I used to go to bed no matter what. I had sleep or I didn't had sleep. I was on bed. I took books and I started reading them.
Hmm.
So 3, 4, 5 days I practiced that. Fifth day I had 30 minutes of sleep.
Hmm.
Then seventh day I had 1 hour of sleep. Apart from that, I was taking this a few natural remedies also I tried. In that I had this banana boiled with dalchini.
Okay.
Okay, and that water I used to consume that has high
Banana.
amount of magnesium. Magnesium
Banana as in
banana with
fruit.
whole banana, yeah, banana fruit. It is
Okay.
high in magnesium.
Yeah.
So magnesium induces sleep.
Sleep. Yes.
So banana with dalchini, I started consuming, and slowly within 15 days, my sleep got normal.
Hmm.
I stopped. I did not take any kind of sedatives that I was prescribed by a few physicians, alprazolam and everything. I did not take,
Hmm.
and since then, I usually uh, avoid using phones after 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So this is one thing that many people suffer, but they don't realize about it. So first
Yeah.
is insomnia. Second thing, you should avoid all kind of any sedatives, because sedatives you get habituated, and that will
Hmm.
slowly put down your mental ability, like your thinking power, your memory, your uh, any kind of thought process that will start affecting, and later you will end up into Alzheimer or Parkinson's. These will be coming up later on. So you should
Yeah.
always avoid mobile phones or gadgets at night, even computers. Many people these days are going on for work from home.
Hmm.
8 to 10 hours they are spending time on gadgets. So you should
Hmm.
avoid that completely.
Hmm.
And if you don't sleep at night, first thing what you are going to get is diabetes. Because whole day when you are awake, brain is using your all kinds of sugar level, and it is almost keeping you at balanced level. But at night, if you are not sleepy, if you are not getting proper sleep, the in the sugar levels in body starts rising. With time, if they are not being consumed, you will get into diabetes very early. Once diabetes happens, chronic kidney disease and everything will follow. So
Yeah.
sleep is very, very important. Even sleep apnea is one thing which many people suffer these days. That while they are talking, they fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
Many people
Yes.
snore. Yeah, many people snore.
Hmm.
So people think that is normal. That is not normal. You snore because you have fat in your body. Fat doesn't allow you to breathe properly. So you
Hmm.
snore from your nose. So
Hmm.
reduce your fat levels. Exercise daily.
Hmm.
40 minutes you need to work out. That's it. Simple.
Yeah. ठीक है doctor, and finally just address a little bit of health concerns, especially targeted towards men, because I think that's a topic that
Right.
people don't talk about much. It's all women
Yeah.
centric nowadays.
See, men usually face basically after 30, 35, men also don't work out. Earlier at young age, they are having the sports activities or something going on. But after 30, 35, everyone is minting money. Nobody is bothered about their health. Apart from that, many people are smoking and drinking. So these two things are kind of very, very dangerous. Once you start smoking, there are atheromatous plaque deposition inside your arteries that come out from your heart. That will lead to blockages. It will lead to diabetes. It will lead to hypertension. Then it will lead to cholesterol. Drinking. You might have heard of many kind of diseases like liver cirrhosis, which is very common these days. Fatty liver. So, firstly, these things happen. Then many people suffer from prostate issues. They once you are diabetic, once you are hypertensive, these things will follow, because if you don't exercise, slowly your organs lose their blood circulation. Once the organs are not having proper blood circulation, diseases will start setting in. So prostate is another issue that many males after 40 are getting it. So until you are probably aware about these things, you will not be able to come out of it. And surgery is very easy. Like prostate people have, they get, oh, we'll get a surgery done. It's fine. You never can get normal after surgery. Never. Anything being given natural to
Hmm.
you is something natural. You will never have that thing after getting operated, and you will have more kind of issues after being operated. So avoid surgery until and unless it is life threatening. Even if you have any kind of disease, you have sugar, you have cholesterol, you have blood pressure, you have prostate, everything can be reversed probably on time. So that is why we ask people to get themselves screened. Even we as doctors, I get myself screened for ultrasound every year. I get my ultrasound done every year. Ultrasound has no radiation, it has no side effect, no harmful effect. Everyone can get your organ screened. You have stone inside, you have any kind of problem in uterus, you have any kind of fatty liver inside your gastro system, you have any kind of renal stone or any kind of indigestion issue that is happening with your stomach, you can get yourself examined. It is not a very lengthy process to get an ultrasound done. It just takes 5 minutes, and there is no absolute radiation in it. Yes, CT, we understand there are radiations. For endoscopy, it is a procedure a bit risky. So at least ultrasound and blood checkups you can get it done. So
The
men
test,
usually suffer basically from these things.
the test that we spoke in the beginning, after 30, are there any specific tests that men should get done once a year?
Once a year, basically lipid profile, fasting, postprandial sugar levels, HB1AC, if anyone's fasting levels are more than 110 mg per
Hmm.
dl.
Hmm.
Then there is lipid profile, liver function test,
Hmm.
there is kidney function test. All these can be done at with your blood from your blood samples.
So kidney function
Then there is an
test, you mean kidney function test is EGFR, right?
kidney function. You get many tests inside that
Hmm.
inside KFT. You just can get basic KFT done.
EFT.
KFT, under KFT you get sodium, potassium, and urea creatinine. That
Okay.
that is enough to suggest if you have a kidney disease or not.
Okay.
Apart from that, liver function, fasting PP, sugar, HB1AC. If you are found to be pre-diabetic or diabetic, then sodium, potassium, I already told with KFT, thyroid levels in
Hmm.
females particularly.
Hmm.
So thyroid should be screened regularly, even in young adults. After 18 also, many people have thyroid.
Hmm.
There are two types of thyroid, hypothyroid and hyperthyroid. Even there is a thing PCOD, which
Yeah.
many females these days are coming up with. For PCOD also, you can get few hormones level checked that can be suggested by a gynecologist. Apart from that, you can have your ultrasound done. Whole abdomen ultrasound will suggest everything, whatever abnormality is there in your body. If at all something extra is needed that the physician wants to find out, or your radiologist is unable to confirm with your ultrasound, we go for CT scan or MRIs. So these basic tests are enough, not nothing more you need apart from these. And one CBC, CBC is just simple blood count for any kind of infection if you are getting any kind of fever or so. So these are basic what you can do.
Okay, cool. Okay, I really hope that our viewers pick up all the important keynotes that you have specified here, and they understand that sleep and working out and looking after their health is more important, as is other things
Yeah.
in life. And thank you so much for your time, Doctor. I'm going to do another episode with you very, very soon on the different aspects of health
Sure,
as well. And
sure, sure.
we'll catch you back. So thank you so much for your time.
If you're listening to this, you've reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a lot of fun. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Spilling the Beans with Brinit.